What's up, everybody?
So you didn't get Defensive Player of the Week when your teammate had a pick six. You figured you'd just get the pick six yourself?
Pretty much. I feel like I came out here today with a little bit of chip on my shoulder. Part of it is just still the energy from the team overall, treating every week like the playoffs since the bye week. So I feel like we've been really playing cohesive and having a lot of energy. And then, like I said, I feel like I came out here with a chip on my shoulder today. So.
What else played into that?
What's that?
What else played into the chip on your shoulder?
I just feel like I played really hard last week and had a really great game. And, I don't want to take away from what Kobe did at all. I'm really proud of him, really happy with where the defense is at overall. What really stood out to me last week, what was so cool is I feel like if Kobe didn't get it, there was probably like 2 or 3 other guys on our defense that could have gotten it. And that just makes me happy and proud of our defense. Even at halftime last game, we were pretty much talking crap to each other, like, hey, like, I got more tackles than you, like, who's going to be defensive player of the game, like, stuff like that. So I feel like that's when you really have a good defense, when it's not about the offense, it's about us. And I feel like I came out here today and wanted to do the same thing, just compete against my teammates.
You got 7 sacks now on the season, your most in 2020. What is it about this defense that's allowing you to be that kind of player again?
I feel like a lot of it is just freedom that I'm playing with. I understand this defense is kind of similar to a defense I played in before. And then Mike and AD just have a lot of trust in me to call the games up front sometimes and have one-on-one rushes in situations where we kind of force a one-on-one almost. And I think overall, just from experience and being a vet, I kind of took the pressure of, like, making plays off me. Once I took the pressure off, it just allowed me to play fast and play free.
Did you say that you actually are able to decide when there's a game up there up front?
Yeah, there's times where, AD is, like, kind of giving the defense in general the keys to pass rush if we see passing situations or certain fronts that they put us in. If we're in, like, certain fronts, I don't want to call out the names or anything like that, but certain fronts where we know where it's like a pass rushing situation, we're allowed to, like, call up the games and stuff like that. And a lot of times they give me the leeway on that.
Your pick six, did you just think Rodgers didn't expect you in that place at that time?
That's pretty much what that drop is meant to be. We have our technique is to, like, rush the touch. So I rush the guard. As soon as I get hands on him, he thinks I'm coming. And then last second, I, like, pop out. And the ball just happened to be in arm's reach. And I just pretty much stuck my arm out, poked it out, and I got a lucky bounce. It went straight up in the air and gave me time to catch it. I didn't expect to get that far with it, though, to be honest. I remember running with it, and I thought I was running fast. But you never know, you know what I mean, in the moment. But all my teammates were hyping me up, saying I was moving on the sideline. And, I looked to my left and right, and once I crossed the 50, I was actually looking to pitch it to somebody. But I seen Spoon and, my whole defense, the whole cavalry, pretty much running down the field, and they were almost more excited for me to get that touchdown than myself, and that was awesome.
How'd you feel by the end of it?
I literally just laid down. Kobe came and, like, jumped on me and was, like, really excited for me, and as soon as he jumped on me, I was like, man, let's lay down, you know what I mean? I was, like, exhausted. I had to take a breather that next series.
You played like, 60, 70 games in this stadium. Was this your best one, and did you have any emotions coming back here after playing for both these teams?
I definitely had a few sack games in the stadium. Like, I had, like, a 3-sack game in the stadium, but I think getting a pick six, a block, and the 2 sacks in the last series, this might have been one of my best games.
Emotions coming back here?
Not necessarily, to be honest. It was cool for me to see a lot of the staff that they still have that I remembered. Seeing Q Williams, he was a rookie when he came in with me, and it was cool to see him.
You told us last week that the tackle for loss you had against, I think it was James Conner, that was something you saw on film, and you had more time to study film because you missed the 2 days of practice. Was there anything like that in this game where a play you made you could attribute it to that?
Not necessarily. I don't think so this week. We definitely studied hard. We knew their run tendencies and their style of run, and I knew how they protected and stuff like that. which allowed me to play fast. That's a big deal, is being able to play fast and understanding the offense. But it was different from last week because it was that very specific play where I just knew if I did this, it might, be a good thing for me. And there wasn't too much of that this game.
They didn't score after the second quarter. What'd you guys do today defensively? I mean, even of course they did have weird circumstances, but what'd you guys feel like you did defensively?
I didn't even notice that they didn't score after the second quarter. Like you just said, it was a funky game. There was a lot of stuff happening in this game, but overall, I'm just happy with the way the team played with grit and just kept playing. Like I said, it was a sloppy game on both sides, to be honest. And there was a lot of stuff going on, and then in the end of the day, we pulled it away.
The play before your pick six, Rodgers, they had a wide open receiver that he just sort of overthrew there. Just kind of that whole sequence. How big do you think that kind of hole was?
I had to see it on film, but I remember pass rushing and somebody almost got Rodgers, and that's why he threw it, too far for the receiver or whatever happened. I think he's an older guy, doesn't want to take big hits like that anymore. So sometimes if he feels a guy coming full speed at him, he's just going to chuck it and duck. And, we had him in another situation where Mike just called a great call and it paid off.
Leo, you had to take away from this game, but one of your best friends, obviously, Dexter Lawrence, dislocated his elbow.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that and the season he was having up until then?
He's been having a tremendous season. I don't know many guys that can do what he can do, to be honest, in this league. He's one of the best D tackles I've seen play this game since I've been playing, to be honest. And he's my best friend, too, so it's awesome. I was sad to see him dislocate his elbow, and I've been in touch with him since, and, just sending him my wishes and prayers and stuff.
The way you're playing right now, where do you feel like that ranks among the best stretches you've had in your career?
I think it's up there. I can't remember which season it was, but there was a season I had 11.5 sacks, and I think I won Defensive Player of the Week 2 or 3 times that year. So it's kind of close to that game, but to that season. But even that season, I don't think was as dominant as what I'm doing right now, just because I don't think necessarily the stats always say the full picture. And I think now, just being older, more mature, understanding understanding my strengths and understanding the offense more, just allows me to play fast. And I just feel like I got more grown man strength now. And I just feel like even when I'm not making a play, I just feel like I'm more dominant on the field.
When's the last pick six length of the field you've had before?
That was my first touchdown. But I did have 2 interceptions in college, and that was my second interception today. My first one was on Drew Brees.
Are you aware that was apparently the longest pick six by a defensive lineman in NFL history?
Really? I'm not aware of that. That's pretty awesome. History, baby.
Leonard, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.